Hey, what's up, guys? It's Silent King 74 here with the new operators for Rainbow Six Siege, and they actually changed about everything for Rainbow. Changed the home screen and everything, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the new operators. So for the attackers, we got Jackal. He can track footprints on the ground for 90 seconds. I'll explain all that later in the video. And for the defenders, we got the new character Mira, one-way bulletproof mirror. It's basically like a police mirror. I'll explain all that later in the video as well. But I'm here to show you their weapons right now, actually. First of all, we got the assault rifle, the C7E. I've already customized it and everything because I've been using them a little bit before I started recording. But it's a Canadian assault rifle, semi-auto and fully automatic. I'm just reading the description, but it's a good gun, low recoil, good character and all as long as you use it correctly. But some instances it can be useless. But I haven't really found anywhere he can be useless specifically yet. But if I do find anything, I'll be sure to update you. And the only negative I found is with Caveira so far, silent step and everything. But I'll explain that later in the video as well. Then we got the PDW-9, a submachine gun. 33 damage, high fire rate. I haven't used it yet, but it just depends and varies on what you like to use. For me personally, for attacking, I would like to use an assault rifle, but it could change if I end up using the PDW at some point. But yeah, then we got the shotgun. It's a lightweight pump action shotgun. Good amount of damage and everything. There's not much really explained about a shotgun, but it does a lot of damage and it's close range. Then you got the pistol and then the shotgun. But for me, I would recommend the pistol more than a shotgun for a secondary, because if you are fighting a far range battle, say if you're like on Hereford base or something, or yeah, let's just go with Hereford base. If you're fighting a match downstairs in the armory and the other person's on the other side of the room and you run out of ammo on your primary, not completely, but he's reloading, you can switch to your secondary, pop him in the head. But you can't do that with a shotgun. You have to get close. But in some instances, a shotgun can actually manage some good kills as long as you're close up to him. If you like rush him or something like that, it's pretty good with for a rushing thing, but with a different operator. Then you got his breach charge and stun grenades, which is self-explanatory. And that's about all for Jackal, for his guns. Let's move on to Mira. She has the Vector .45 ACP. It has a really high fire rate. Actually, the fire rate is really good, but the damage is actually kind of low on it, which is one thing I don't like. But I can understand since it has such a high fire rate. But so far I've used it, it can be good and it can't be good. For me personally, I would like the damage to be increased just a little bit, but not too much. Like damage increased, but fire rate just a little bit slower. Maybe like 30 damage and 1100 fire rate or something like that. But so far for me, the Vector is pretty good. The shotgun, as I said in the other one, is self-explanatory. Close up, does a lot of damage close up, downs them in one shot, kills them one shot. Then you got technically the same setup for the secondaries. I explained those on Jackal. But shotguns, if you like shotguns, go ahead and use them, but I would prefer secondary for me. I only have the shotgun customized right now because I was just trying it out. The pistol, I usually just use it like this, but yeah. Shotgun can be good. Then you got the deployable shield and a nitro. And for me, I think the nitro is actually pretty good for this character if you use it correctly. If with the mirrors and everything. Say if you like place a mirror down, someone's out there, you're laying down, you shoot it, window comes down, throw a nitro outside and kill them or something. If you know they're close by the window. But that's all there is for Mira so far. But you know, they'll end up changing some stuff on these characters like they do with all the characters, like they did with Blackbeard. They nerfed him to the point where he's sometimes almost useless. I mean, I've had good clips from my friends. My friend yesterday, he got an ace with Blackbeard, which I'm surprised. It was only a casual, but I was just having fun with some friends. But so far, that's all I've got for the new characters. I'm going to be explaining what they're used for, how they can be used, and everything. As I said earlier, I'll explain more about them later in the video. But we'll move right into the attacker, Jackal. So, as you can see, Leon / Jaeger is just walking around. His footprints are red right now, and you can scan them. But say if he goes like runs off or whatnot, going off, and he goes to hide and his footprints are left here. The colors actually do change after a certain amount of time. I do not know the time period. I'll have to check up on that sometime later. But apparently, so far as I can tell, is the red ones are fresh ones, and they just start to change colors from like green and whatnot. And once you scan them, like if there are any tracks, you can get a ping from where he is at and see you can identification Jaeger. So you can obviously see that he's up here in the corner, and you get like a certain amount of scans, so it'll just keep scanning. But if he's moving around and it scans him, Leon, say if he's like running around and as it's scanning, just moving around, and it'll show his last location on that ping, and he's still moving around. It'll just say he was in this location recently. But if you don't have any more scans, you can just follow the foot tracks or whatever best as possible. But that's basically it for the tracking so far, as I've found out. But the mute for defense, as you know, that mutes electronics and drones and everything, wherever his mute charges are. There's one right here actually. If you're like near it, it'll start to go off, and then as you get closer, it'll just basically blur everything, and that'll be really bad if you're trying to clutch it or something like that, and you can't see anything. But that's about it for Jackal so far, as I could tell. I don't know about anything else that he does other than the mute charges actually block it. The footprints, they change colors from red and just keep going on down from the time period. But the foot tracks, they actually last up to 90 seconds, is what my friend told me. But when Kavera is roaming, her silent step, as long as she's in silent step, you can't see her footprints. I'll show you that here in a second. But when she's in silent step, you can't see them, and when it comes off, you can see it. I'll show you in the next clip. Okay, I'm back with Kavera this time, and she does leave footprints as long as she's not in silent step, as you can see. But when she does go into silent step, say if you're following her tracks and everything, she goes into silent step and runs off, you can't follow her tracks. But I think if she's in silent step, we'll give it back a minute to recharge. Let me know when it's recharged and everything. Okay, so say if she's like in silent step, I don't know if you can track her. If she's in silent step and you track the footprints, go run off in silent step somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna scan these. Let's see. It does show where she's at, in fact. She was recently over here, or somewhere on the staircase. Yeah, right there somewhere, wherever. But it does indeed track her when she's in silent step after she leaves footprints. But as you can still see with Kavera, her footprints do change. I'm guessing the blue ones are like the ones they're about to disappear. The yellow ones are medium. They're at a fresh tracks, basically, as a hunter would say. But that's all I got for Jackal in this one. I'm gonna come back with Myra, however you want to say it, and show you how she can be used and what can take her things down and what can counter her. Okay, I'm back with Myra, or Myra, however you decide to say it, and we're just gonna wait for the match to start, and it's just switching up with the offense and defense. So as you can see, when you're playing defense through a reinforced wall or an unreinforced wall, you can put these down. They can't shoot through it, they can't see you either. I'll show you what it looks like from outside here in a second. But yeah, you can see through it, they can't. Ash, she cannot blow it up with her Ash device either. It'll just stay there, don't damage you or anything. I want to show you what it looks like from the outside. Basically, it's like, it's clear. It's kind of like a police window. It's basically like a mirror from this side, but on the inside it's like you can see inside. But here's one negative. If they do end up running a Habana, I'm pretty sure she can destroy it with one charge across the windows. Right now we're just gonna do one charge and see if it does end up destroying it. So a single Habana charge will destroy Mira's reinforcement thing, but let's place the second one down. If Myra, if like you're watching outside and everything, you can see them and everything, and if they're not paying attention or they're on a drone, you can hit this oxygen tank or whatever, and you can take the window will come down and you can shoot them. But I want to try something a little bit. Say if a Habana shoots the charges on the window, and she has her gadget out, okay, and she shoots the charges on the window and she's about to blow it. Right before she blows it, if you hit it, I'm not sure if it takes them down. It does take them down, and then you can shoot her while she has her gadget out, but I'm not gonna do that. But she will have her gadget out, so she will be on the disadvantage for the second that you have that second or that time to shoot her. But the Chonka can also be really useful in this situation if there is one of these down. If the Chonka is looking through these reinforced walls and someone else is watching these and he says shoot it, you can shoot him, or you can sit underneath it and melee and move, and he can start shooting at him. If it's on like this kind of map, it's like a spawn peak basically, but you're using Tachanka and you got this kind of open reinforcement. And the plus is the reinforcements on the bottom act like a shield, and Tachanka has a shield that can block the bullets coming towards them for a few. I will be right back with different characters to show you. Okay, I am back with Myra or Mira, and this time I got Sledge and Capitao. My friend that is playing Sledge at the moment, he said that maybe Capitao can shoot at the window, and since this is technically flammable because it has a symbol on there, if you noticed, um, it will take the window down. Capitao, why don't you come over here and try it? Okay, neither of them do take it down, but they will not hurt you either. And Sledge, he cannot melee through it with his sledge thing either. He can only destroy everything around it, technically they're outside. But if you're playing Sledge, I would not recommend going up to it and doing this, because all it takes is one hit with Myra while they're about to do it, and just boom, they're dead. But I think that is all for these two right now. I'll be back with the last one. Okay, this time I got Buck outside, but he's not really a part of this. He's just shooting at it and throwing grenades, but unaffected. But I got a Twitch drone right here, and my friend thinks that it can destroy the oxygen thing when it gets shot and take down the glass for the attacking team. Why don't you go ahead and shoot it? Okay, so it indeed does will come down so you can shoot through it. But that's basically it for the operators I have so far. But yeah, that's about it for these operators so far. But if I find anything new for operators, I'll be sure to let you guys know. I'm sorry guys, but I actually forgot to add something in the video and record before my friends got off. But Thermite, his charge can actually destroy Mira's window if placed correctly on near the window or close onto it, basically. But Thermite has to be careful doing it. If he does not hit it in the right place or something, the window will technically just float there. I had it happen earlier, but the recording got messed up and it didn't record. But I'm sorry guys, all I can do is explain it right now since my friends hopped off. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Have a good night or day.